Boom, here we go. Welcome back, everybody, to Devonius's Domain Toy Review. Today, we're going to be taking a very special look at the new 1/12 scale Syndicate Collectibles Pumpkinhead. I have been looking forward to this review, and if you were watching this as it comes out, Merry Christmas. I've had this guy for a couple of days. I actually want to say about a week at this point, and I've been wanting to get around to finally reviewing him. It's just been very busy, hectic holidays, work, and everything like that. It's been a while since I did a review, but I'm very excited to be doing a review on this guy. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. Now, this is a big box. Obviously, this is a big figure. Now, this is very cool. Look at this. The light kind of coming off the etching there on the packaging. Very, very cool. We've got Pumpkinhead and the cool scribble. This is by Syndicate Collectibles here. And then take a look at the side here. Side profile, Pumpkinhead, Syndicate Collectibles. Back here, this is super cool. The necklace that the kid has in the movie coming down. Pumpkinhead gives you a little bit of information, a little bit more information on the bottom there. All that kind of stuff. Same thing on both sides. And then you look through here, it's kind of got like a ripped feature coming through. And then when you open this up, God, look at that. That is just beautiful. That is just so cool. A little bit of glare there going off Pumpkinhead. Nothing can call it off. We got Pumpkinhead coming through the burned down church here. That is so cool. That is so damn cool. Very, very cool. And then we get a look at the figure here inside of the packaging. Very, very cool. Can't wait to get this guy open, see all the stuff that he comes with. Man, this is going to be a very cool figure to get open. I'm excited. Let's get this guy open and see what it's all about. All right, finally pulled it out of the packaging here, and my God, this thing is very cool. This thing is very cool. Pumpkinhead here in all his glory. I mean, God, look at the paint details on this figure. It is just unbelievable. The veins going through on the arms and the legs, and just like the red and yellow spots, the green spots, purple spots. I mean, God, that is just crazy. Just so much detail on this figure. Great articulation. I mean, it looks pretty great. Let's test it out. You get that much going up on it, that much going down, about 90-degree on the elbow. And you get kind of a back and forth there. These claws look a little bit delicate, so you probably want to just be a little bit mindful of that. And then, not bad. Going forward about that much. The head, it's just kind of on a ball joint. Just kind of move it around however you please. Leg goes up about that much. Go back about that much. Knee, less than a 90-degree. Hind legs can go straight. It can bend. Feet looks like they can go up pretty high. I'm not trying to like force them though if they don't. This one seems to be going up a little bit more. See, this one I don't really want to force if it's not gonna, I don't want to break this. Not that I think that I will, but I don't want to force anything. And then the tail is pretty cool too. There's articulation there. That moves up and down. Then it moves around pretty much however you want it. It looks like the bend stops, I think, around this point in the tail, but I think you can still get some pretty good posability out of the tail, which is pretty cool. So, haven't quite mastered the feet. I gotta say, this is definitely a step-up improvement from the movie Maniacs 1. That's a pretty cool figure, but this just knocks it out of the park. This is fantastic. Like, I haven't even really posed him, and just looking at this, it's just fantastic. Comes with this really cool crucifix from the scene where he's in the burnt church. he picks up the crucifix and smashes it against one of the burnt walls, kind of showing that nothing can stop him. Not religion, not belief, not faith, not anything. Only revenge can give him what he wants and stop the curse of Pumpkinhead. And in the package here, I've got the extra heads. Fantastic. Fantastic work here on the sculpt and the paint. Got his closed hand. Just very, very cool. Very, very awesome. All right, well, let's get this guy into some poses and see what he can do. Okay, so closing thoughts. I really like this figure. I think this is a great figure. I think Syndicate Collectibles knocked it out of the park with this figure. I think the paint apps are fantastic. I think their articulation is fantastic. I think this is a well overdue update to this figure that no one had the balls to do, including NECA, except for Syndicate Collectibles. And they did it, and this is just super awesome. A cult classic, fan favorite figure finally coming to life in this form. Just totally awesome. My main gripe, getting this hand off. You might have noticed, like in the posing, I didn't have any of the poses with the clutching hand, and that was because I was having such a hard time getting this thing off. I mean, this thing's got really, really brittle nails, and I was really trying not to force these. I'd just like to mention as a side note as well, I did use hot water to get the hands on and off, but man, getting those on and off were pretty risky feeling. The hand mold felt like it was going to come off the joint multiple times after it was really warmed up, and then even getting it back into the forearm was just really tough. It was just kind of tough getting it on and off, to be honest, which probably honestly just my main gripe about this. Were the heads were easy to get on, the hand not so much. And, yeah, getting it off was quite a challenge. Eventually I did, and then putting it on was very tough, and I just didn't even do it. Just didn't even end up bothering to do it because, you know, putting this in my collection, I want them like this. And oh my god, the thought of taking this hand off and putting that one back on was frightening, honestly. I did not like the thought of breaking any of the nails or whatever. I mean, I just bought this guy. He was quite expensive. So, you know, I mean, you know, it's a collector's item. It's a collectible. I don't want to break this. So that was one thing. I wish the peg was a little less tight. on this figure. But yeah, otherwise everything else was great about this figure, and I really recommend this to anybody who's a big Pumpkinhead fan or anybody that just likes cool monster designs, you know. So yeah, I think that's going to be all for today's review. Again, if you're watching this as it comes out, Merry Christmas. If you're not, hope you enjoyed the video. Comment down below. Subscribe, like, whatever you want to do. Hope you enjoyed this video. Devonius, out.